Hip-hop's biggest entertainer and certified pound cake, Drizzle Cake.
Oh, perfectly sweet. Give it a slice and just like that, it's ready to enjoy. This cake is so fluffy and tender. It is wild. They should call it hot milk cloud cake.
Can no longer play No Face to his record label UMG and his rich baby daddy Lucian Grange, as they have officially sent their official Killshot to Drizzle Marie.
You sound like a bitch. Shut the fuck up.
In their recent response to Drizzle Pie's amended documents by him and his 69-lawyer team, including 27 additional amended pages to their already 80-page defamation lawsuit against UMG before their April 16th deadline placed by the courts, where it seems that Drizzle Pie is still coming up short, like a strawberry shortcake.
We can add our delicious strawberry glaze on. Just spoon it all over the top.
With having actual facts and claims that UMG purposely set out to defame their own artist and hip-hop's biggest entertainer with blackface. And I bet Drizzle Pie now wishes that he had more time to add another document to his court case past the April 16th deadline, as the king of hip-hop, Kendrick Lamar, clearly sold out his stadium tour for the Grand National Tour in Minneapolis on April 19th. Where Kendrick Lamar is paying homage to Birdman Jr., also known as Lil Wayne, and his interrogation case, where Kendrick Lamar is being interrogated by the OVO lawyer team and the 69 God, begging Mr. Lamar to not
drop
the Not Like Us song. Drizzle Marie and his OVO lawyer team are making additional claims that the king of hip-hop, Kendrick Lamar, and his song Not Like Us caused damage to Drizzle Cake's reputation, making fans and listeners to the song actually believe that Drizzle Marie is a certified PDF, allegedly. Making it worse with Kendrick Lamar performing that same record at the Super Bowl halftime show, where Kendrick clearly left out the PDF word.
Certified lover boy, certified.
But just like Danity Kane, Drizzle Cake's heart was already damaged. And was still affected in some type of way after Kendrick Lamar decided to say Drake.
Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to Cell Block 1.
On the Super Bowl halftime stage, in which I have to say, what the fuck, Drizzle Cake? Because there is no way that he can actually believe that the alleged PDF claims against him came from the best hip-hop diss record of all time, with Not Like Us, when the PDF claims go way back in the days of the Scorpion era, when he started an OVO connection with Millie Bobby Brown, having the underage child star at the time rock his Scorpion merch and also inviting her to his hotel in Australia. So the certified lover cake can give the 13-year-old girl boy advice.
You and Drake? That's awesome. That's awesome.
What advice does he give you? Like, what does he say?
About boys. He helps me.
What?
Yeah. He's great. He's wonderful. I love him.
What's his advice with boys?
You know, that stays in the text messages.
What? With Drizzle Pie being well over 30 years old at the time.
This shit feels like teenage fever. You say the word, I'm on the way.
What word? It's a go?
Come through.
Do it.
Cause you know it's on my mind.
Joe,
Little
I think,
girl.
no, don't try to make it sound like Kells.
Yeah. I mean,
This is not me. I'm fighting for my life.
I guess from time, like Drizzle Pie's record on Nothing Was the Same,
What's up? You been caught up.
dementia must run up in the Peter Pan Graham family, and finally caught up with Drizzle Pie, where he must have forgot,
Shit that they done, dementia must run in his family, but let it get shaky. I park his son.
just like his teenage fever from More Life. But with these claims just with Millie Bobby Brown alone, can we really put our trust in Champagne Karen? When he even went all the way back to 2010 to 2011, inviting a 17-year-old girl on stage, giving her shoulder rubs, saying that he gets in trouble for things like, allegedly grooming underage women?
Carried away again. I get in trouble for shit like this. How old are you? Oh, don't go to jail yet, man.
I mean, Drizzle Pie must really be
Out of body.
In the same amended documents for his defamation lawsuit, Peter Pan Graham also decided to add comments made by hip-hop's biggest podcaster in the rap game, Joseph Anthony Budden from the Joe Budden podcast, where they state that Joe Budden made claims that he knew Kendrick Lamar had bots for the Not Like Us record, too, when the same podcast show has a disclaimer at the very beginning of each episode.
The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by this podcast as well as its hosts are for entertainment purposes only. It is not serious. It is not real.
If only Drizzle Pie could actually read the room and finally see that Drizzle Pie's chances of winning this defamation lawsuit are literally so far gone. To continue to add more documents that really don't focus on UMG, instead of focusing on Kendrick Lamar and the record that he made himself. And this is where UMG's Killshot response comes in, where they responded to Drizzle Cake's additional claims in their lawsuit stating the following. Quote, Drake, unquestionably one of the world's most accomplished artists and with whom we've enjoyed a 16-year successful relationship, is being misled by his legal representatives into taking one absurd illegal step after another, end quote. Warning Mr. Cakes of the repercussions that can happen as a result of this lawsuit, not fully dropping in its entirety, especially if Mr. Marie was really trying to keep it PG.
I was really trying to keep it PG.
UMG also states that a win for Drizzle Cake, quote, will become a loss if this frivolous and reckless lawsuit is not dropped in its entirety because Drake will personally be subject to discovery as well. As the old saying goes, be careful what you wish for.
You better be careful what you say to me. Be careful what you do to me. Somebody might do it to you.
This is the most clear and direct shot that UMG is taking against Drizzle Marie, just like Kendrick Lamar stated on Euphoria.
I hate the way that you sneak this. If I catch flight, it's gonna be direct.
He was tired of all that sneak dissing. It seems like UMG is tired of the same thing. From hip-hop's biggest entertainer, with or without blackface. The fact that UMG is this confident going up against Drizzle Marie, claiming that he will also be compromised if he continues to go deep down this rabbit hole that he created, which includes getting information on Kendrick Lamar's contract that Drizzle Marie was granted by the courts 2 weeks prior to the amended documents added to this lawsuit, really shows me that UMG got the smoke for Drizzle Cake and it's fully packed. Whether he wants to feel away, they're throwing it back in
On purpose. Now you're talking.
Here is why Drizzle Pie should completely stop this lawsuit after UMG's response to his amended documents, in my honest opinion. Officially blackballed from the entire music industry. As I've stated on multiple videos on The Bakery on my YouTube channel where we dedicate our time to talk about the 69 War General, Drizzle Pie, I've already made it clear that Mr. Pie has ruined his hip-hop image and hip-hop career. But that doesn't mean that Drizzle Cake still wouldn't be able to have success outside the rap game, which has been proven with his Nokia record still having insane success on the Billboard Hot 100, currently peaking at number 2, trying to pull a peekaboo on Kendrick Lamar for the number 1 spot that he holds with the song Luther featuring SZA. Because again, the Nokia record is more of an R&B pop record and definitely not hip-hop, where he's not dissing outside of his music video, where he let the 69 Owls out of the cage in response to K-Dot and his Not Like Us video, where ever since then, nothing was the same for Mr. Cakes. But with UMG sending this direct warning to Drizzle Marie, it seems that they are prepared to make sure that Drizzle Cake's R&B and pop records will never succeed on the Billboard charts again, the more that this lawsuit continues to proceed, where Nokia may be the last record that we will ever see from Champagne Karen to gain mass appeal to the mass audience of music fans, but more specifically the Billboard charts ever again. And this is where I've always given Drizzle Cake his flowers ever since the beginning of this battle, because even though I'm not a huge fan of Mr. Cakes and his work for the last 10 years, especially with albums like Certified Lover Cake and For All the Chihuahuas,
I'm anti, like your daddy's sister. And I had way better bitches than your TBH. I know you a cat, but can your pussy do the dog?
He literally has a discography that goes way outside of hip-hop alone, and he really doesn't need to jeopardize that fan base any more than he's currently doing with this lawsuit that he's filing against a hip-hop record in a hip-hop battle that he chose and lost at. Even if bots were included with Kendrick Lamar, the fans already decided who won this battle, not even with the reception to Not Like Us, but with the reception to Meet the Grams. Let's even go back to Euphoria, where a lot of people were looking at Drizzle Cake like, I don't know, Mr. Cakes, are you going to be able to come back? Or are you going to back that BBL up like you're a groupie for Juvie's music video?
Girl, you look good, won't you back that ass up? When you back that ass up. Who is you playing with? Back that ass up.
So So again, the fact that Drizzle Cake is so caught up feeling away on purpose about Kendrick Lamar and what he did to him in a hip-hop battle, knowing that he is, quote, the bigger star when we're talking about music outside of hip-hop, why would you continue to want to jeopardize that career that you have? Clearly, your 69 fans are out there in a blaze trying to make you number one with Nokia. But again, because Mr. Cakes is so obsessed, like he's Eminem going up against Mariah Carey,
I was like, why are you so obsessed with me?
he doesn't need to do this anymore to himself or his music discography. You're going up against UMG. They're not only doing hip hop at that record label, they have pop and R&B dominant artists that they've worked with, like Taylor Swift, where you're trying to poke fun at Kendrick Lamar, calling him a Swiftie, when literally that's kind of what you represent to your music discography. Outside of hip hop, you're just a pop star, just like Taylor Swift.
Nah, I'm a pop star, not a doctor.
One of the biggest, if not the biggest pop star of my generation. So you need to catch a rhythm like Janet Jackson and Her Nation and stop with the faking. That Kendrick Lamar defamed your character with his Not Like Us record when those same claims on that record wouldn't even feel valid if you didn't have PDF claims from way back in the day.
Damn.
And that's all I have to say, besides my final thoughts. It has become more clear to me that the famous actor we all once knew is literally spiraling, just like Kendrick Lamar stated on the opening lines in his Euphoria diss record.
Famous actor we once knew is looking paranoid and now spiraling.
Because by this time, Drizzle Pie should win an Oscar for all the incredible acting he is playing in this defamation lawsuit. He already lost me when he tried to make the assertion that the Not Like Us diss record started the PDF claims from the bottom, and now we're all here to believe that this song made those accusations happen when literally his own hip-hop daddy, Lil Wayne, tried to play No Face to the public too in his Rolling Stone interview, saying that he didn't even know that the Not Like Us diss record was a diss record for all the Chihuahuas, including his own Chihuahua, Drizzle Cake.
I don't recall that.
When Lil Wayne was on stage performing Not Like Us around the time it was released, laughing and giggling on stage, not actually believing it was a diss record to Drizzle Marie, which I'm sorry, to Lil Wayne, he is a hip-hop legend, but he is clearly playing No Face, just like Drizzle Cake, with still trying to play the narrative that he had no idea what's going on with the record, or that he has no idea what's going on in hip-hop in today's time, outside of an FS1 sports channel that he has connections with, thanks to Skip Bayless. I guess he must have skipped the entire first verse where he tells Drizzle Cake he heard he likes them young.
Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to Cell Block 1. Certified lover boy, certified pedophiles. Wah. Why you trolling like a bitch, ain't?
In the words of Remy Ma, Lil Wayne.
Are you dumb?
And now I find it very hard to believe that Drizzle Marie believes his own lies when it comes to Not Like Us starting the demise of his character, when the demise of his character started on records like Teenage Fever, or his questionable relationship with Georgia Smith. And we don't have to bring up Millie Bobby Brown every time because we already get it. These accusations came before Not Like Us. Maybe the accusations and claims weren't as major in a major way like E40 and Be Legit, but still, cut the bullshit. These PDF accusations, hell, if it started anywhere in this battle, it started on the tailor-made freestyle where Drizzle Pie called AI Tupac to say the following.
Call him a bitch for me. Talk about him liking young girls, that's a gift for me. This has gotta be true. They told me the spirit of Machiavelli is alive, and the nigga under 5.
Yeah, that same record that Drizzle Cake is paying all these YouTube social media outlets to not have, or they'll get sued. Just like he's suing UMG. You get the point. If Drizzle Cake didn't have questionable PDF accusations or claims that were alleged before the Not Like Us diss record happened, maybe those same accusations and claims on that record wouldn't seem as valid as they do today. And now with UMG making it clear that Drizzle Pie trying to unravel more information, including the contract that UMG has with Kendrick Lamar, it won't be too long until the entire music career of Drizzle Cake is so far gone. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and let me know what your thoughts are with this entire lawsuit that has continued to go on way too long at this point. Do you feel that Drizzle Cake has a chance now with these amended documents? Do you really feel that he will be able to win this lawsuit? And let me know, do you really believe that Lil Wayne is that out of touch with hip-hop? And he's still clearly tapped in doing freestyles for records that just were released about 1-2 years ago? I mean, I understand that he's getting older, but I don't think dementia has caught up with Lil Wayne. Maybe more Drizzle Cake. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, go be amazing and have an amazing rest of your day.